This is hands down the best auto brewer to max your alchemy. It is fast, easy to use, and easy to build. I'm going to teach you step by step how to make this machine and use it in this video.
A lot of you have seen my most recent video where I maxed out my alchemy and a whole bunch of other skills in one video. In that video, I designed this. This is the best auto brewer that exists in Hypixel Skyblock by far. It is designed for the stash update, so it does make it a little bit easier when it comes to actually using the stash. But without further ado, let me just show you quickly how this thing works. So we're going to lock the front. That's going to be locked. What we're going to do at the back here is we can unlock the back really quickly. And what you're going to see is that that's going to filter water bottles into the front here. Once we're done, we come back over here, we lock it again. Now we have got water bottles sitting in all of these spots. So now we're going to grab our ingredients. So quickly, let's talk about ingredients. I am going to use enchanted fermented spider eye, not enchanted spider eye. For the sake of the demonstration, I'm not going to be spending 3 mil. The reason I'm going to be using enchanted fermented spider eye is because it takes 1 cycle to get a completed potion. So if you were to use sugarcane, you need to first add nether wart. Then you need to add sugarcane, and then if you want to actually sell the potion later, which you may want to do, I personally don't care to. I get so many comments about that, but I don't care. I don't care about the money that you get back from this. I just want it done. Now I'm adding 1 ingredient in each of these. What you're going to want to do is instead of adding 1 ingredient, you're going to want to add like 10. All right, and here's the last one. Now all the brewing stands are going to work. And once they're all fully completed, there we go. We have got our weakness potions there. Now what we can do is we can unlock this side right here. And what that's going to do is going to unlock the hopper that's sitting underneath. And it's going to suck all of the potions out. So watch, all the potions get sucked out. So it's going to go down this little snake. And then it's going to finally end up at this brewing stand. That's what's so good about this is what we can do now is just shift click. You can see that I'm gaining XP here. So once we finish collecting all of those, we're going to come back over here. We're going to lock this front side. Then what we would do if we were continuing is we would go back to the back here, unlock this. That's going to filter more water bottles in. And there's already going to be ingredients in here. It's going to start cooking. And then you're going to, once they're finished, you repeat the cycle and you do that over and over again until you're Alchemy 50. Very cool. I'm going to show you exactly how to build it and everything in this video. So here we go. We're going to need a pickaxe. We're going to need a wood cutting axe of some description, probably. The other tool we're going to need is just a magical water bucket at some stage. The first place we're going to head to is going to be the lumber merchant. We're going to buy 4 stacks of wood. Now we're going to convert all of that wood into wooden planks, and we're going to convert all of that into chests. Should be 2 stacks of chests, which should be plenty. We're going to go into this gentleman over here and we're going to buy 4 stacks of whatever building block you want to build out of. For the sake of this video, I'm going to do, let's do nether brick. That sounds like fun. Next, we're going to head downstairs and we're going to be buying from this gentleman over here. We're going to be buying 2 levers. A stack of repeaters should be plenty. A stack of redstone should be plenty as well. We're going to grab 4 stacks of hoppers. And we're going to be buying 1 stack of tripwire hooks. Now, open up your crafting window here and you can create trapped chests. Alright, next, we're going to head over to the person. The person. And we're going to be buying our brewing stands. We're just going to need half a stack. That right there is everything we are going to need to build our machine. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to find a spot to actually build this machine. From our first block, we're going to be going out a total of 28 blocks. So that's going to be 28 there. We're going to make this 2 wide. There we go. So that is 28 by 2. Now we're going to head over here. We're going to get started on the collection area. Now we're going to add a temporary block just here. And we're going to add a chest on the end of this row, just like that. So it's going to be stepped up and into the corner, just like this. Now we're going to add a line of hoppers leading directly into the back of that chest. That line is just going to end right at the very back. So next, we're going to be grabbing out another chest. We're going to be going down here. We're going to place a set of chests like this, and 1 more set of chests like this. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go underneath the first chest, and we're going to place a hopper like this into the side of this one, and then another hopper like this into the side of this. We're going to put a block just like this. This is going to be a temporary block, and we're just going to use that to put a hopper into. And I'll show why in just a minute. And then now we're just going to break that temporary block and replace it with a brewing stand, and I like to make a floor. So there we go. This is our collection area completely finished. The reason why we had to place that temporary block, I'm going to show you really quickly here. If I try to place a hopper into this brewing stand, that's going to basically not allow me to do that at all. I've seen a couple of people get stuck on this particular thing. So if you have a look on the side of these hoppers, that little extra cube on the end here is actually going to show you which direction your hoppers are going to go. So you need to make sure that your hoppers are aiming correctly. That's going to head into the brewing stand. This chest is going to filter into this chest, and so on and so forth. All of these need to be filtering into the correct direction. That your machine is not going to work if you have those things set up incorrectly. Why is it so dangerous in my island, bro? We're going to find roughly the middle on this thing, and we're going to place a block. This is where we're going to start our redstone. We're going to add a line of redstone on the back here, just like this, all the way on both sides, just like this. Should I have picked a different block that makes it more easy to see? I don't know. I think you guys are competent enough to be able to see. That next, we're going to add a row of repeaters just like this. This is all very simple stuff. Very simple stuff. Now we're going to add a lever on the front here and turn it on. We're going to test it, make sure that it gets every spot gets powered, and it certainly does. On the top of this line of hoppers here, we're going to just add a line of our building block like this, just like that. Those are temporary blocks. Those are going to be replaced with brewing stands. We're going to make sure we go behind the blocks and right click our thing into them. I want to give you an example of what it would look like to have this wrong. If you did that, it would not work. So grab your hoppers and do a line of hoppers into the back of these bricks. We can grab our pickaxe and remove the temporary blocks. We can now grab our brewing stands, and we can actually go ahead and stick them on top of this line of hoppers. Alright, so now that we've locked the front set of hoppers, we now just need to do the same on the back here. So it's the same concept. So what we're going to do is we're going to step down one block, and we are going to add a line of blocks 28 long, or the same length as the hoppers here, all the way to the very end, just like this. Now we are going to make this 2 blocks wide like this, same as the front. Now let's add the block in the middle, so that block goes right there. And then we're going to add a line of redstone at the back, throw on our other lever, turn that on, and we're going to throw these repeaters down just like this. There we go. The only thing that we need to do now is actually just work on the storage for the water bottles. In one of the most recent updates, they changed the stash. We need to make a couple of changes because of the stash change. Here's how we're going to do that to begin with. We're just going to add a row of chests here. Now, because of the version of Minecraft that we're playing, I'm actually trying to place another chest here. It's the reason that we have these trap chests. You cannot put 2 of the same type of chests next to each other. So I can't now just add trap chests like this. Doesn't work. See? Oh gosh. Let me fix this. We're going to be alternating chest types just like this, all the way to the end. There we go. So that's all of the storage done. When I got 50 alchemy in the first place, this is where I left it. But I'm going to show you another little trick that you can do to make it even slightly easier. You can't make it all that much easier. You do still have to shift click all of your water bottles in, but I'll show you the trick that I did on the other side to make it slightly easier. So what you do is you're going to add 2 hoppers into the backs of these groups of chests like this. You're just going to make sure that there's a hopper sticking out of each of the chests just like that. Now you're going to grab any type of chest and you're going to stick them together like this. What we're going to do now is add blocks in all of the middle spots like this. Now we're going to add a line of blocks just underneath here like this. Go up 1 block like this. Now we're basically making a trough. So there we go. That's my trough at the back here. Now I'm going to fill this up with water. Now that is completely done. That is the entire machine fully finished. To actually go ahead and start using this machine, the first thing we need to do is we need to fill up these storages with water bottles. Speak to this gentleman and buy a bunch of water bottles. A heap. I don't even know if that's enough. I don't know the exact number, but here's how I'm going to do it. What I would recommend you do now, water trough here, and just start right clicking these things, and then open up this chest and start shift clicking the water bottles in. Make sure you completely fill every chest until there is no more that will fit in, because if there's anything that's going to break your machines, it is going to be running out of water bottles. With that complete, we have a fully functional auto brewer.
Enjoy. If you want to see the video where I max 3 skills in one derpy, click here. Or YouTube thinks you'll like this video. Let's see if it's right.